Hi, this is Allison Profit, creator of the Soulful Entrepreneur Summit, which is happening January 24th through the 28th, 2022. And today I'm so excited to be joined by Joyce Feustel, and her company is Boomer's Social Media Tutor. And we're going to be doing her Summit Speaker Spotlight interview so that you can get to know her just a little bit better. Joyce is going to be joining us on day 3 of the summit, which is Wednesday, January 26th, for her presentation using LinkedIn authentically to market your services and engage with others. So let's dive in. Hi, Joyce. I'm so excited that you're here, and I want to give you an opportunity to just introduce yourself and your business.
First, thank you for this opportunity. I am incredibly blessed and happy to be one of the speakers for the summit. My business, Boomer's Social Media Tutor, was one I created in 2010 when my manager gave me the idea of helping other baby boomers to understand social media as well as I did. And I said to him, "You think, Brett, do I understand it well enough to help other people?" And he goes, "Yeah, you got this." Well, that was so encouraging. And here I am, all these 11 years later. I've just been so enjoying helping my fellow baby boomers to get their arms around LinkedIn and not be so intimidated by it. They rock their Facebook, right? Because they're a bunch of older people. We all love our Facebook, but they go to LinkedIn and they go, ah. So it's been really a joy. I work mainly with business owners and also with job seekers.
That's awesome. So I just love the idea that you learned how to do something and somebody saw that talent in you and then you turn that into a business. I think that's our dream, right? That we can do something we're good at and have some passion around, and turn that into a way to create an income for ourselves and make an impact. So Joyce, I'd be curious to know, what does it mean to you to be a soulful entrepreneur?
I think it's to make decisions from your heart, your spirit, to really consult with, one might say, your higher power, depending how you want to phrase anything, something greater than you, and to move your ego out of the way, which frankly is really tricky when you're a business owner, because you have to have a certain amount of that and chutzpah and everything else to go forth and say, okay, here I am, engage me. So I will admit there's a balancing act. But when something comes to you, you need to evaluate it from the standpoint of, is my heart really in this? Do I really want to do it? And not just because other people are doing it or someone says you should do something. It's your time too, not just your money. There's so many factors. And really to have that reminder every time to settle down, go within, and really ask your higher self. Ask other people too, who are very grounded in that way, who are very wise. My accountability partner comes to mind. Yeah. She's someone I know I can get really straight shooter feedback from her.
Yeah, I love that. And I think this summit is a bit about helping people find that community of other people, because there is a lot of noise and some messaging in the entrepreneur and small business world about the hustle and the grind and make money fast and hit $10,000 months, and that might not be everybody's focus. And so bringing people into, and if it is, that's awesome if that aligns with your heart and soul. But really, I love that, just making sure you've got those people that help you stay grounded, that you can check in with. In addition to sharing during the summit how to be a more soulful entrepreneur, and you're during the messaging day, one of the things we wanted to highlight is the importance of fun. And so as part of our application process, those of you that are watching this, you wouldn't know this, but we asked all of our speakers to share one of their go-to songs that helps them get energized or pumped up. So Joyce, I'd love to know, what is your go-to song?
Well, it's I Feel the Earth Move Under My Feet. And that whole sense of like, I'm going somewhere, it makes me happy, it energizes me. Back in the days when we would iron, I would be down in my basement in my house back in Madison, Wisconsin, and I would play all that music on my record player, vinyl, because, I'm 72, almost 73 for what it's worth. So that's why I remember playing that music the most, just for what, little memory lane.
Yeah, it's so fun. So during the summit, we have a number of opportunities where we go into different breaks and commercials, and we actually play the playlist. So we can't wait to share that with all of you. There is actually a link to the playlist in the description of this video. So go check it out, save it. That way you can really get jazzed up about the summit. We think that music is a universal language, and it's just really fun to connect with that. I love that song, by the way. I'm really trying not to break out into song in the moment. So I will refrain until another time. So Joyce, what are you most excited about sharing during the summit?
What I'm most excited about sharing is that LinkedIn can be heart-centered, spirit-centered, if you will. I think people think of it as like we're all together in the boardroom and we're all looking very corporate and buttoned down and all of that. And I think you need to have protocol or, be in propriety, I think is another word. But LinkedIn can be such a great way to really foster a relationship, build a relationship, and then stay with people, know what's going on. I think the tools there are so simple and easy to use once you understand them, that simply by commenting on somebody's post or seeing they have 5 years in their company can make their day, truly make their day. With recommendations you can write for people. Oh my gosh, I had a guy just write one for me because I want to start crying. I'm so touched by what he wrote. I'm like, you feel that way? It's so sweet to get that kind of social proof in such a very authentic way. I think LinkedIn really fosters all that. And people there who are active on it are very real and don't pull out of punches, and they're super helpful. So I've been on it actively since '08, and it's been such a wonderful ride. That's why I like to help other people really catch on to it.
Yeah, I love that. And I think that there is a misperception that LinkedIn is only a good place for business owners who are doing B2B in their business. But I think there's actually opportunity for B2C as well. And so, not sure if this will be a part of your presentation, but I'm dropping a little hint here. I would love to hear a little bit about that and those recommendations on how B2C business owners might be able to also be using LinkedIn authentically. So move into our rapid fire question round. So
Okay.
Joyce doesn't know what these questions are, so I'm going to rattle them off and you're just going to give a quick answer. So are you ready?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So sunrise or sunset?
Sunset.
Beach or mountains?
Mountain.
The favorite book that you read in 2021?
Favorite book that I read this year? Wow. I'm going to go with No Limit Over 50 because I'm in that book.
I love it. And then what has been your biggest takeaway from 2021 so far? So we're recording this in mid-November. We're not quite at the end, but what's been your biggest takeaway so far?
That even when something really hard happens to you, I fell and broke my wrist in June, you can rebound. Your body is so resilient. Your spirit and heart and soul are all resilient. You have to be patient, though, I think, with yourself when you don't have all your faculties, like when you can't use your right hand for 6 weeks. Most annoying. Yet, don't sweat the small stuff, whatever. I still have a left hand that I can use to eat and everything else. But I think in the end, we have an enormous amount of resilience to deal with challenges. And this is one of the bigger ones I've faced recently.
Yeah, I love that so much. So, well, thank you so much, Joyce. It was great getting to know you a little bit more. If you're tuning in, please check out the links about the summit. The website is www.getsoulfulsuccess.com. You'll be able to see everything related to the summit, the pillars, the schedule, the speakers. You can go over and grab your ticket. So really excited to see all of you and connect with other soulful entrepreneurs. Joyce, thank you so very much.